As we mentioned in the comprehensive video Dissolving Samskaras, link above, there's a super effective technique that you can use to let go of unresolved past energy that directly impacts daily emotional reactivity. Yes, this can be an extraordinary pathway to inner peace, but there's a challenge. To make the technique effective, you must de-link stories from sensations. This can be quite challenging if you're new to this type of inner work. So, to help you master this step, we'll review a simple example that you can try any day of the week. It is unlikely that this exercise will trigger strong emotions, so think of it as a risk-free dress rehearsal with no audience. In this video, we'll demonstrate how to separate stories from sensations, and we'll use simple hunger as the example. So, are you ready? Let's get into it. Make sure that you're not occupied with work or other activities so you can take some time to sit idle and just observe the inner world without distractions for a while. To complete this exercise, grab a sheet of paper and a pen and draw a line down the middle, creating two columns on your page. Label one side stories and the other sensations. Okay, here's the experiment. Simply skip or delay a meal from your regular routine. Now, since everyone has unique dietary habits, ensure that your experiment is safe and healthy for you. For this experiment, you'll be doing two things at the same time. You'll be watching the thoughts and images that pop up on the mind screen without acting on them, and you'll also be sitting with the energy waves of hunger as they pass through the body. Typically, unless the mind is fully occupied on something else, the initial response to hunger is to act on it immediately and to seek out a meal or a snack. But for this exercise, resist the urge. You're merely observing for a while. As you sit with the sensation of hunger, allow any mental images to arise without any judgment or attachment. You might envision the sandwich shop around the corner. Perhaps you'll experience frustration or resistance to this exercise, and thoughts might pop up that try to discredit it, maybe calling it dumb. Maybe memories from the past related to food scarcity or food fondness might surface. You might find yourself thinking about grocery stores or sandwiches or snacks or jingles from advertisements. Whatever appears on your mental screen, whether an image or a word or a phrase, record them under the stories column. Notice how captivating the mental images are and how they have a tendency to poke you into action. These are the various programs embedded in your psyche or your subtle body surrounding food and the physical sensation of hunger. Can you see how we're programmed to react so easily and in so many different ways? By watching and recording the thoughts and images, you're revealing your unique associations and conditioning for the hunger type of event. Remember, the goal is not to engage with the thoughts or emotions, but rather just observe them passively, like you're perched on the bridge, watching the river of thoughts and images flowing below. Have the sense that you're the watcher of these images. As you feel hunger sensations, allow them to pass through just like an energy wave. Consider the hunger sensation to be just a simple physical phenomenon, much like a tingling sensation or an itch. Observe it without judgment or attachment, allowing it to unfold and eventually subside on its own. Notice the area of the body where the sensations are arising. Are there any other places besides the stomach area? Maybe you feel a flash of lightheadedness. Record these bodily experiences under the sensations column on your page. Notice how the feeling of hunger gradually subsides over time, only to return a little bit later, a few hours later maybe. Can you see the distinction between physical sensations and the mental narratives surrounding them? Each person is programmed uniquely by way of their individual experiences, genetics, and temperament. Another person will have completely different images and emotions pop up. Isn't this fascinating? Can you also see how nearly every advertiser attempts to program you to buy their product as an automatic reaction? Now that you've experienced the power of delinking stories from hunger sensations, take this insight and apply it to other emotions and sensations that you typically try to avoid or suppress, such as embarrassment, shame, fear, anger, guilt, and loneliness. They're just energetic charges. They're just waves of energy. So really, this works for all sensations, including ones like irritability or craving. Simply sit with the sensations, allowing them to arise without judgment or resistance. Observe how they unfold, just like the waves of energy surrounding your hunger sensation. Watch as they intensify and then subside over time. Every human life presents a unique opportunity for growth and expansion. The events we encounter in our lives offer us precisely the challenges we need to evolve. The more intense or painful the energy is, the greater the potential for profound expansion. Notice how a narrative often emerges, convincing you that your inner sensation is wrong or undeserved. This narrative may be rooted in truth, something that actually happened, or accepted as truth, something that somebody told you. Perhaps you've experienced unfairness or misfortune or isolation, or you were dismissed, and you even have evidence to support your claim. But notice how, despite what happened in the past, you continue to suffer right now. Since only this present moment truly exists, there must be energy that you're holding on to that's causing the pain. The suffering subsides and your life changes only after you're open and ready to shift your perspective to prioritize your own sense of peace and personal expansion. The pent-up energy can be released only after the past situation is depersonalized and can be viewed as a mere story. It's the personalized narrative construct that holds together the painful energy residing within your energy body, which directly impacts the thought stream and reactivity. You're not denying or dismissing or discounting past events here. You're merely letting go of the energy associated with them. You're removing its power to affect you. I highly encourage you to make this exercise a regular practice, incorporating it into your daily routine. Over time, weeks, months, or years, or however long it may take, you'll notice the intensity of emotions gradually lessening, leaving behind a greater sense of serenity, joy, and equanimity. As you commit to this process, remember the goal is not to force your emotions away, but rather to watch them and allow them to pass through you like waves rolling on the shoreline. They actually dissolve into your awareness of them. Hopefully this exercise was a helpful experiment illustrating how to delink inner narratives from bodily sensations. You are doing the hard work, so stick with it. This is the way through. The benefits of this work can be miraculous. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.